Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself first. I'm Diah Ramadhani Pramono from SMP 1 Imogiri Bantul, Special Region of Yogyakarta. Today on this next occasion, I'd like to tell you a story about a bird. Can you guess what it is? Yes, it is Chandrawasi. The title of my story is The Unhappy Bird of Paradise. Long time ago, Mr. and Mrs. Brown Bird were two plain birds with plain brown feathers. They lived among the low bushes of a forest in Indian Diah. It was a safe place for them because their enemies couldn't find them easily. One day, Mrs. Brown Bird laid some eggs. Mr. Brown Bird was so happy that he brought some special food home for his wife. Mrs. Brown Bird had to stay in the nest for several days waiting until her children came out of the eggs. Mr. Brown Bird was sitting and talking with his wife when suddenly they heard a loud noise. The noise came closer and closer to their nest. After a while, they heard a man's voice. "Hey, where's that bird? Didn't it fly over here?" Then another man's voice said, "Let's stop talking. We shouldn't make too much noise because birds don't like noises and they will fly away. Let's just try to find that green bird." So it was the green bird. These men were trying to catch Mr. Greenbird. Mrs. Brownbird said to her husband, "Well, dear husband, aren't we lucky? We don't like Mr. Greenbird. We are so plain that no one likes our feathers. No one in the world wants to catch us for our plain brown feathers." She smiled and peacefully went to sleep. Mr. Brownbird didn't feel that way. "So I'm plain and brown, and no one likes my feathers. No one in the world like plain brown bird likes me." He thought and thought for days and became quieter. Finally, he decided to find the forest god. In front of the forest god, he begged to him to change the color of his feathers. The forest god said to him, "Now you have to choose the color of one thing for your new feathers. Only of one thing, remember." Mr. Brownbird was confused. What color should he choose for his new feathers? Should it be the color of the sky or of the sea? He looks to the sky and sees the rainbow. He smiled and said to the forest god, "Oh, forest god, please give me the color of the rainbow for my new feathers." The forest god granted his wish. He made the colorful feathers to replace the previous brown feathers. Mr. Brownbird was very happy. He thanked to the forest god and flew back to the nest. Arriving at the nest, his wife didn't recognize him. He tried her best to explain. However, his wife didn't like his dedication at all. She thought that with his beautiful feathers now, it would only bring trouble for their children. Mr. Brownbird decided to leave the nest. He realized that with his beautiful feathers he had now, he has lost his happiness. The moral value of my story is we should be grateful for everything that God gives to us. Thank you. That's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.